Judge Garth, Trampas, the Shiloh, or is it Silo Ranch? Medicine Bow, Wyoming, all of course featured in that iconic and possibly most famous of all cowboy shows, The Virginian. We'll be meeting the man himself after the break.
You're very welcome back to the Radisson Hotel here in Galway. Now, it's a real privilege to meet our next guest this morning because The Virginian is probably one of the most famous and iconic TV shows ever. If you don't remember it, well, shame on you. Here's a little reminder.
What'd you find out? We make it on time?
The cattle train will be in Moose Jaw to meet us tomorrow noon.
You know, this must have been a record drive we made.
Well, you all did a real fine job, and the judge will thank you personally when we get home.
And now, don't thank us, boss. Give us some time off in town, huh?
I was just coming to that. And what I saw of that town has got a happy saloon and lots of entertainment. So you all get the evening off.
I'm a pretty ringtail Lobo. It's my night to howl.
Except the two of us are going to have to stay here to guard the herd. We'll put our names in a hat, and the first two that get drawn out have to stay. Fair enough?
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll go along with that.
All right. Let's get it done.
Now, I bet you remember it now. And the man who was the Virginian, is the Virginian, and still is, James Drury, joins us this morning. Good morning to you. Lovely to meet you.
Good morning.
Lovely to meet you. How do you feel when you watch it back like that?
Oh, I think it's just astounding every time I see it when they're still running it 46 years after we started. That's
wow.
Just, I can't believe it.
And like they're rerunning it in Ireland at the moment and rerunning it right across the world.
Oh, they are. But Ireland in particular is rerunning 5 days a week. So my timing couldn't be better for my first trip to Ireland.
Are you still getting the royalty checks?
Oh no, that's long since run out. But I'm just happy it's playing. You know.
Yeah. How long did it run for? How many seasons did it run for?
We were on for 8 seasons as the Virginian and 1 additional season as the Men from Shiloh. We changed the Shiloh as the title and all the costumes and so forth. But
now it was tough going then because it was a very tough schedule for the time.
Well, it was a 90-minute show,
yeah.
and we used them up every 5 days. So, you know, it took us 7 or 8 days to make them. And we had to sometimes have 2 and 3 units running at the same time, and I'd go by horseback or limousine from set to set just to say the words. Well, if we needed the horse, I took the horse over there. If we didn't, I took the car, you know. And it was 14, 15-hour days for 9 seasons, 9 years, and I loved every minute of it.
No, I think people would know, and they would have been reminded there, the music. The music was so recognizable, wasn't it? Once that music started, everybody knew it instantly.
Percy Faith, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
He just did a wonderful job for it, and it's great to have your own theme music and hear it, you know, on a show. So
now the Virginian, the thing about it is we never knew his name. Did you ever know his name? Were you ever told?
Well, I know what his name is, but it's a secret.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're not going to tell us?
No, I'm not.
You're not even going to tell us this morning?
Owen Wister designed the character in 1902 when he came out with the novel without a name. So you automatically assume that the Virginian has some secrets in his past he'd rather not divulge.
Yeah.
And there's an aura of mystery that any actor who plays the part carries with him as he comes through the door.
Of course, the original was played by Gary Cooper.
Yes.
And they thought that, like, one of the reasons was that they said that you resembled Gary Cooper, and that's why they wanted you. You had the suave, sophisticated look at the time.
Maybe they
still have.
Maybe they said that. I never really heard that, but I'll take it as a great compliment.
He played it. I mean, Shiloh was the ranch. Was it a real ranch or was it a set? Or?
Well, it was a set, but we used ranch property all over Southern California and had situations set up where we had permanent buildings that we used for the ranch house and the bunkhouse and all that. And that was on the back lot at Universal, and then we went all over the state shooting the film.
Now, one of the big things was that it was such a huge success that Hollywood stars were fighting each other to get onto the show.
Well, at the time, we're the only show that had enormous guest star roles. The roles that would last for 30 minutes of the show, you know, the total time. And actors and actresses want to work in something that's interesting. So they've got a part they can do. They'll come and do it. And
Harrison Ford was in it.
Harrison Ford, Robert Redford,
Bette Davis, Joan Crawford,
Ralph Bellamy, George C. Scott, Colleen Dewhurst.
Amazing lineup of Hollywood stars appearing. Who's your favorite?
Oh, I can't have a favorite. And some of those women are they're still alive. I wouldn't take my life in my hands to say anything like that.
But it was amazing to see like Bette Davis and Joan Crawford and just lining up and wanting to be on your show.
Well, I'd get up in the morning and know that I was going to work with people of that caliber, and that was just a great thrill, and still is. So I have worked with some of the really, really important actors and actresses.
And of course we saw Doug McClure there, who played Trampus in it also.
Yes, he was very instrumental in the success of the show, and probably the best friend I ever had, and we lost him, He died way too young. He was only 59, but we think about him every day.
Can I ask you, is it a personal question, how old you are?
74.
74?
Yep.
And you're looking fantastic.
Well,
tell us why you're in Ireland.
I'm in Ireland because the whole Drury family history is in Ireland, and I've never been able to come over here before.
And you have traced your ancestors.
Oh, yes. There's Vincent and Anne Drury are still operating a farm, and I believe it's in French Park, that I understand has been in the family for 400 years. And my grandfather emigrated from that farmhouse to Staten Island, New York, where my dad was born. And so I'm second generation Irish, and I'm so happy to be back. It's a friend of mine, an Irishman, came to Houston and opened an Irish bar. That was in 1982. Now he has 23 of them. And he said, come on over. We're going to Ireland. So he brought my wife and myself over.
Pity he didn't bring the good weather with you.
Well, I think this is good weather for Ireland.
I mean, are you going to the Galway races this week? You're looking forward to that?
We're going Ladies' Day. We'll see all the hats and the beautiful outfits and so
Celia
forth.
has some hats and nice dresses here later on.
Yes, I saw some in the lobby. And we're going to meet the relatives. They're coming over for a grand reunion. They're coming from Dublin. They're coming from all over Ireland. There's probably 150 of them. And I'm also celebrating my 29th wedding anniversary and my wife's birthday on Wednesday night.
What's your wife's name?
Carl Ann.
Carl
2 words.
Ann.
Her father's name was Carl and her mother's name was Ann. And I'm over here also getting treated by a wonderful healer who's from Clay Morris, Tom Griffin, who has this plexus bioenergy, and he's helped me and my wife. We both got some creaks at this point, and he's helping us go forward and walk straight. So,
well, listen, enjoy the rest of your stay, and enjoy the races, Ladies' Day on Thursday here in Galway. And it was really, really nice to meet you, James. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. We've lots more still to come from the Radisson Hotel here in Galway. Now we're going to take a quick break.
Okay, some nice texts in about James Drury. Helen Young in Waterford says, The Virginian has been my favourite TV show. Thrilled it's back on TG4. My kids love it too. The whole family are going up to Mayo to see Jim on Friday just to say thanks for all the years of magic he's given us. That's a lovely gesture, isn't it?
Isn't that absolutely sweet? And isn't it amazing what, with the large choice of TV channels, that my 11-year-old stepson's favourite TV programme is The Virginian. Mr. Drury looks fantastic in a great show this morning. That's from Sharon in Longford. 11-year-old fan.
Well, see, my generation.
They don't make them like they used
to.
No,
they don't. Well, I was raised on cowboy movies. Now, the Cisco Kid was the first one I remember.
I just remember The Lone Ranger.
I don't see. No, that was too.
The Lone Ranger and Tonto, Hi-Ho Silver and all.
I remember them all right, but I didn't watch the TV show. But the Virginian, definitely, you would have been glued to it. Really? And it still looks great. Actually, it's kind of timeless, like all the great cowboy movies. Obviously, very well written, and a 90-minute show, which is very unusual.
I'd never heard of it before yesterday.
Well, there you
shocking.
Bet your dad did.
Oh, probably. I'm sure my older brothers probably did as well.
Yeah, John and Claire.